Oh, you guys. Oh, where do we start? That was a stress sip, you could tell. You know? Yeah. I don't even know where to start this. This video needed to be made though, for sure. I've gotten your DMs. Oh, have I gotten your DMs? I saw some of your comments on my vlog, and because I want to be more active here, it was important to me to address the elephant in the room first. The elephant is huge. The elephant is pink, it's glittery, it might even be neon. Jesus Christ, it is flashing. Okay, so we need to address the elephant in the freaking room. It was important for me to make this video because you guys deserve this video. And unfortunately, this video wasn't on Clevver style, which it should have been, and which we wanted it to be, but it was out of our control, okay? Here's that story. They're gonna go one of two ways. They're gonna have to shoot this like 30 times because I've either said too much or the energy is weird or haven't said enough, or I can just shoot it straight and then edit out whatever needs to be edited out. One of those two things is gonna happen. Which take do you think I'm on right now? Also, this is not one of those cry videos. No, ma'am. You will not see me cry on this. I don't think you will ever see me cry publicly. And it's not because I don't cry. Your girl cries all the time. Are you kidding me? I'm an Aquarius on a Pisces cusp, okay? February 18th. Your girl is waterworks. But it's not my style. I know that it's like a millennial thing, I guess. I've heard on the internet that we cry on camera. I've never understood. If I'm crying, ain't no way I'm keeping the camera running or turning it on to capture my tears. Doesn't mean I'm not sad, because I am very sad. It's weird, I think, because I've never talked about Clevver publicly. Back in 2019, in the dark ages, as we call it, the Defy days, when we shut down, I didn't really say anything. I think I made a video about like joking about being unemployed at the time, but I really didn't address anything with Clevver. I've never talked about my experience there. I've never talked about really anything. If those of you who are watching this are confused, if you didn't watch Clevver, why'd you click on this video? Like, what are you talking about? For those of you who don't know what Clevver is, go look up Clevver style with 2 V's. That's what it is. I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you clicked on it because you watch the channel and you may know that's how you know who I am. And if that's the case, then you've been watching me for a very long time on there. So where do we start? Let's start back. So 2019, a lot of people know that Defy, we were formerly owned by Defy. And it wasn't just Clevver style, then it was Clevver style, it was Clevver news, it was Clevver music, it was Clevver TV. It was a whole conglomerate, yeah? We were under the Defy umbrella. Defy went under. Everybody lost their jobs on the same day. It was crazy. Look up the articles. Oh, it was insane. And then after that, Clevver was acquired by Hearst Magazines, or Hearst Media, however you want to categorize that. That's where we've been since then. And I guess just come out and say it. Jesus, it's over. Clevver is done. This is why I say I feel like this is going to be recorded. I'm going to have to do this over so many times because, like, what is the right way to say that? You know, like, how do you break that news to somebody? It's weird for me because I'm assuming I'm uploading this video now in January. But this has been a reality since September for me, so it's not like it's like new. It's just like weird saying it because even though you guys aren't here present, I feel like this is a live video, you know? It's like, how do you break that to somebody? Oh, I'm really sorry. I think that's the best way to kick it off. I'm really sorry that this is how you're having to find out. I'm sorry that it's the reality in the first place. It sucks. So let me not waste your time with that. Clevver is over. It is an end of an era officially. This time is different. Back in 2019 when we shut down, it was a situation of, you know, let's shop around, like smosh and get bought by somebody else. But this is very final. For those of you who've watched Clevver, you know, in recent years, you know that it was a cast of 4 of us, me, Madeline, Jackie, and Sinead. And what people don't really know is that we were strictly talent, freelance, and had no control over anything at all, really. We had no ownership in the company. We had no ownership of the channel, of the socials, of anything, really, of in putting any ideas. Like, we really don't have control over anything. And I want to add a quick pickup here because I just looked at the footage and editing me is like, I didn't explain that right. So when I say that we didn't have control over anything, like we were just talent, meaning we were A, not employees, we were freelance. B, we didn't have control over the episode concepts, who was in what video, how many videos we had no say in anything. Which maybe is more apparent if you look back at some videos, like, why the fuck is Drew in this? Whatever. But there's someone you're like, huh, I didn't know Drew was a fan of whatever, but it was fine, and it was, for most of the time it was fine. I bring all that to say that we were not, we had no control, no stock in anything. And that goes back to when Clevver was bought by Hearst, leaving, this is the transition between Defy and Hearst. You have to remember at the time, and this is all love to everybody, but it was Aaron, Jocelyn, and Lily were the faces, and I believe that, I don't know if they had like stock in the company or whatever, but they were integral in selling it to Hearst. And at the time when we transitioned, it was just Sinead and I, so we were like chopped liver back then. Like, as the channel grew, like, yeah, we became main faces, but like, we were not really valued back then. So we weren't put in positions to have power, to have say over anything, or be the main producers of anything. It was just like, we came back when Defy transitioned to Hearst. Sinead and I were really just hauling ass. Remember, if you look back at those old videos, it's really just Sinead and I before everybody came back in, and people had left. You know, again, all love, but people had left, and it was kind of like, what the f is gonna happen? Like, we just came back from getting laid off from Defy. Now we're back here at Hearst. The main faces have left. We didn't know that was gonna happen, so it was like, well, shit, is it about to be over again? Like, whatever. And we just kind of picked up the slack, and then it grew into what it grew into with the cast of 4 of us. But I say that all to say that we were not set up for power at all. America. So it's not a situation of like, oh, we have a say in what happens to the channel now. Absolutely not. Oh God, there's so much to break down. It's like, it's not even about spilling tea. It's just, I think in my mind, that's how I'm categorizing it, because I've just never talked about anything about Clevver publicly. And like, you have to do it. I want to do it with grace, you know, because it's a delicate subject, because you guys know it from the outside and I know it from the inside over years. So worked there for 9 years. Okay, so it's like, I've lived through so many iterations and eras of Clevver with different people in different ownership, different producers. Like, you know what, it's been so much. I've talked about it, you know, with amongst friends, but never publicly. And I never sorry, I would never want to taint the image of something that you guys have loved, you know, and a lot of you have grown up on. So I want to be really careful with my words in this video. But again, also, I'm the editor, so I have control over what stays in this and what doesn't. So I'm just gonna talk. It was absolutely not our decision to not tell you guys. And it was just really fucked up. The fact that we couldn't make the farewell video. We weren't allowed to. That was Hearst's decision to not put out a farewell video for reasons that I won't get into. I'm just gonna say allegedly a lot in this video so I don't get sued. I don't think that would happen. I don't know what they taken if they did sue me. But I also, it's just important I still have to work in this business, you know, so I am not in the business of talking crap about companies or people, or in case you haven't noticed, I'm a very mind my business type of person. But I will say that was crap that we weren't allowed to say goodbye, because you guys were our family, you know? Like, you were the reason why the channel was able to survive this long. You were the reason. I always say, when I meet you guys in real life, I'm like, thank you for keeping me employed, you know, like, I'm freelance, but like in that area, and which was such a significant part of my life and my career. Like I said, I worked there for 9 years, y'all. So I started working at Clevver when I was in college. I'm 29 now, about to turn 30 in February. And I've been working for Clevver since I was in college. Like, that's crazy. Like, I couldn't even drink yet, okay? I was not even 21. Editing me in the future. She gonna keep talking, sorry. You know, so it's been such, I feel like I've known you guys, whether virtually or in comments or whatever, for a really long time. And you guys have really watched me grow up too. So, it's not right that there was not a conclusion or no answers. I know when there's YouTube channels that I watch on the regular, like if it just disappeared out of nowhere, I would be like, well, damn, what happened? You know, especially it's like we were on such a consistent schedule, you know. We asked, of course, like, hey, can we make a farewell video? This is not fair to the audience not to say anything. And it was a no. And I won't get into why that was the case, but it was a no for not good reasons. I will say that. But this is the thing. I think with Hearst, obviously Clevver meant a lot to us because we'd been part of it for so long and it was integral to our lives. But for them, collateral damage. Yeah, so basically what happened, allegedly, is Hearst is like their main office is in New York, and then we were the West Coast side, and the West Coast side was basically, you know, because Hearst owns a lot of like Marie Claire and Elle and Cosmo and a whole bunch of publications. So their YouTube channels were basically celebrity coverage. When celebrities had a movie or a song or whatever, a project out, it would be part of their, you know, their press run to do celebrity interviews with those publications. And so the West Coast office like filmed those and, you know, produced those videos for the most part, and along with a whole bunch of other stuff, I'm sure. So when the strike happened, all that wasn't happening, right? Because celebrities weren't doing interviews and stuff anymore. And on top of that, I know there was already layoffs in New York, and then layoffs started to happen in LA because there was also a change in power. Like they got a new somebody, and that whenever that happens, people are gonna lose their jobs. Corporate America. And so there were lots of layoffs, and I remember one day half of our team, or a lot of members of our team, got wiped, and we were confused as to why we were still going, like not why we were still going, but like how we didn't get canned also, because it's not like Clevver was bringing in a whole bunch of money for them, which is ultimately one of the reasons why they got rid of us. We were collateral damage, right? It's like, so long story short, it's like the West Coast office, you know, the strike didn't help. And then it was like, okay, change of power. Like, what is this channel that we own? Like, we don't need that. Corporate America is corporate America. So we kind of just got lost in the sauce. So I say that a lot of our team got laid off, and then it was weird because people who we've been working with for years, our producers or videographers or editors, were all of a sudden gone, and then they were bringing in other freelancers that we've also worked with for years to fill those roles. And so it was just kind of like, what's going on? We really didn't know anything. We knew that the end was near, though, probably, because that's not a good sign, but there was a little bit of hope just because we didn't get canned in that first, you know, slice. And then lo and behold, like a few months later, then it was over for us too. And so it was just a wrap. And so we asked, you know, like what are they gonna do with the channel? Like, why can't we just have it? Like, and I don't know what they're doing. That I don't want to get into. I don't want to focus too much on Hearst because, again, but I will say Condé Nast would never. Yeah, really unfortunate that is what happened. My energy is weird in this video, right? Like, I don't, it's weird because, you guys, I don't want to come across as, I don't know how I'm coming across. It kind of feels like a little desensitized, a little removed, which I think is a coping mechanism. Like, trust me, that when it was over, all of us cried like babies, like boohoo cried. It was devastating. Like I said, it's been part of our lives it's been part of my life for 9 years, y'all. Like, literally got the job and was an intern first, was a writer, and then I started hosting. I was still in college. I graduated. So this was basically my first job, and like a job I've had all this time for 9 years, which I will say, it's devastating that it's over, but I'm so grateful to have had a job in the entertainment industry for 9 years. It doesn't happen because I don't talk about work a lot on here. I should. I'm gonna be more active on my channel, okay? But I host. I started out doing mainly red carpet interviews and press junkets, and that moved to doing more personality content and yada yada yada, live shows. It's evolved over the years, but so I host. I act, mainly commercial stuff right now. When I'm going to get into more scripted stuff, we'll see 2024. And I model. So all of that is freelance work, meaning it's not like I have a 9-to-5 consistent job. Unfortunately, I chose this industry, so I cannot complain. But I say that all to say, it's like, it's great you book a job and then it's like amazing, and it may pay well. Some pay better than others, but it's very inconsistent. You don't know where your money's gonna come from month to month. So it's, you know, it's all, thank God it has all worked out. I'm really grateful for that. But I say that all to say, it was a blessing to have something that consistent for that long. And especially something, I feel like, because that was really my first job, so much came out of that, you know. A lot of my following came from that. A lot of connections came from that, then led to other jobs, then led to other jobs, you know. So I'm so grateful for that time, the opportunity. I also met my best friends there that I have to this day. So, and it was like the best training camp for hosts, because we were doing teleprompter, we were doing interviews, we were doing live shows, we were doing everything, and it was such a coveted thing, you know. And like I said, there's been so many eras. My favorite era was, of course, the last with me, Madeline, Sinead, and Jackie. It was like working with your best friends every day and getting paid to do that and try on clothes. Like it was the best thing. We had the best time when we came into work. It didn't feel like work, you know. So I'm so grateful. And they say, you know, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And that's really how I feel. I feel so grateful for it. And it's interesting because when I sat down, I was like, oh my God, what is this video? Like, am I telling the people what happened, but then also, you know, stop spilling the tea on, no, like it's not. Listen, one day I'm gonna do a tell-all book, not about Clevver, but in my memoir. There's gonna be at least 3 chapters on Clevver of just shit, okay? But also, I say that all to say, like, in any job, everybody has things that they complain about, they're not happy with, people that they don't like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like an isolated incident. There's just so much you don't know. And I really, it's the only reason why I keep saying that is because we would read the comments always. Like, I don't know about the higher ups, they probably didn't, like producers and stuff, but like us as talent, oh my God, we would read every single comment. So like every complaint, any, you know, anything negative we would see, and so many things we just wanted to respond to. And again, no one was stopping us, but it was just like being smart about things. But like, there's just so much that we wanted to address and be like, you guys have it all wrong. And we just didn't say anything. And that's what I mean when I say spill the tea, just like shit I would want to address. And I don't know if that should be a separate video from this, but the main one was, like, I saw people were like, hey, what's going on with Clevver? Like, is it over? No one's posted. Thanks a lot for not saying anything. Someone put the nastiest comment on my vlog last week, and I was like, okay, time to, not that I got bullied into making this video, but it was just really rude. It was like, oh, so you're not gonna say anything? Thanks a lot. But like, it was just, fuck that person. I screenshotted it too, and I screenshotted my response. I know you deleted your comment, but I got it in my phone. I know who you are. But this, I really wanted to make this for you guys, and to say thank you for all the years, all the videos you watched, everything you commented on, the suggestions that you made. I appreciate you guys so much. You were part of such a happy and cherished part of my brain, you know, all those years. What a way to say it. Just a wonderful period of time. And like I said, there's been so many eras, BC, AD, Dark Ages, not whatever. Like, there's just been, I've seen so much in my time at Clevver, and you guys have been there for it all, you know? But again, looking back on it, I have nothing but just gratitude and fond memories, you know, that I'll hold with me forever. And it's just weird. Like, just weird. The whole thing is weird. The fact that it's over is weird. That it feels real now. It didn't feel real at the time. That's the other thing. We stopped filming in September and those videos kept coming out. And also when we filmed, the last day was horrible, you guys. Like I think I came across, Jackie had to pull me aside because I came across really like, I was being quiet and like not saying anything, and that translates to people because who like are around me is like, oh, is she mad? Whatever, which is a whole other thing. It's like, can a bitch just be to herself? I was like on the verge of tears. Like it was so hard to film those last videos. And a lot of you were really nasty in one of those. I remember looking at the comments and be like, should I just say like, well, good thing I'm fired. Like, cause it was just like, you have no idea what was going on. That last day was so hard. Yeah, that last day was rough. But what was crazy was that we had to end the videos by saying, let us know what else, like if it was like a try on, whatever. It was like, we were filming a lot of the Halloween stuff during that time, and it was like, you know, let us know what else you want to see in the next video. And we were like, why do we have to say that? And why can't we just tell them? It was weird. It was like a weird gaslighting thing. I gave attitude about it. I was like, we need to, it's over. Like, why are we giving people false hope? Stuff like that. That's just not my style. Like, I'd rather just, and a lot of things you guys would comment on, whether it was, you're like, why is there not more body diversity, whatever. I'm like, let's just make a video addressing everything. There's an answer to everything. And it was, or when somebody would leave the channel and then be like, well, what happened to this person? You'd be asking us instead of that person, which I didn't really understand, or the people that would leave. But it was like, we could never like address anything for whatever reason. Not my style, but whatever. It wasn't my channel. Over here, y'all gonna find out. It's very like blunt, you know. I'm gonna tell you what, you know, to an extent. That kind of stuff I didn't understand. So that's what I mean when I say spilling tea. It was just frustrating, you know, that this video, I shouldn't have had to do it here. Like, it should have been addressed there. And hopefully people who watch the channel will find this video and get answers on stuff. Actually, let me address the biodiversity thing now, because it doesn't need to be a separate video. I don't even know a separate video addressing questions that you guys have had and haven't been answered about Clevver would even be called. But so a lot of you would be in the comments and you'd be like, why is everybody skinny, basically? And to address that, first of all, you really have to understand, all of us are freelance, okay? This is our job. We're paid to come in a day rate to shoot videos, and we would shoot like 3 videos in a day, okay? So like, I'm just painting a picture of like what it is, what our jobs were, to come in and do that. So basically, as you guys saw, we would have different people come in. It would be like a lot of, this is aside from biodiversity, but like it would just be there'd be ones who are always there, like me, Madeline, Jackie, and Sinead, but then there would be like rotating people. And at a certain point, it was a financial decision of like, we can't continue to bring in these other people, because if we continue to bring in these other peoples, you guys, the main cast, would be losing days, meaning losing money. And so it was kind of a courtesy to us to be like, okay, well, it's not fair that you guys are losing out on money to accommodate for these other people. So let's just have you guys in the cast, so then we can at least split up the days so everybody can have an equal amount of days-ish, you know, for the money to go around. It's not like, I don't know what people think when they look at YouTube channels that are owned by companies. I think that you're like balling because it's professional and whatever, but that wasn't the situation at all. And so it was, you know, that's how people got weeded out. I don't know why it stopped recording, but I was saying it had nothing to do with the content that was being made, or like, oh, these bodies are gonna be, it was just like, these are the cast of people that we have. And so we don't want to make these people not have jobs and not have work in order to bring in other people. And I know you guys saw, and I get it. Like, you're a try-on channel, like, why does everybody have, you guys said that we were the same body type. We weren't the same body type at all. But like, I get it. It's a try-on channel where you're trying on clothes and you're like, where is my representation? But it was always really frustrating for us because we're like, well, do you want us to fire one of us because we're too skinny? Like, and then people's weight would fluctuate. And I remember one time, as women, whatever, you fluctuate in weight sometimes. And I remember I gained some weight and I saw one comment that was like, ooh, Drew's putting on weight. And I'm like, pick a lane. What do you want? Are you mad because I'm skinny or do you want me to gain weight? Are you mad because I'm gaining weight? Like, I thought you wanted biodiversity. Like, it was so frustrating because it was like, who gives a fuck? Like, there's so many other YouTube channels. And again, you guys didn't know what was going on. So I get it. From the outside, you're thinking like, oh, like this is very like 2000s era, right? Like you just have a cast of all the same body type. It's not very 2000s and whatever, 20, whatever. Inclusive, or it was never meant to be a non-inclusive thing. That wasn't the reason why any of it was happening. I remember I was in the dressing room one day and I just said, I was like, can we just make a video addressing the body diversity thing? Because it was a constant comment. And I was like, can we just address it and tell them why? And everybody was like, no, we can't. And I was like, why not? Why can't I just say what I just said to you guys? Like, then you guys would know and you wouldn't blame us. Like, or like be mad for like, because it was rooted in many facts, you know. Nobody was excluding anybody on purpose. That wasn't at all the case. It was just like, hey, there's a certain amount of money. If we divvy it up, you guys are gonna lose days because if we bring in more people, then those are days that you guys can't come in. So let's just, you know, the budget is what it is. So let's just have you guys come in so then you guys can at least, you know, stay consistent and like have work. That's all it was about. So sometimes, like, depending on if you're watching YouTubers or you're in people's Instagram comments, whatever, just like take heed before you judge or say anything because you really don't know what the you're talking about. And that, remember that there are people, real people. We're real, high in the flesh, okay? We're
real people.
And I can't complain. Most part, people were very nice to me. There were some people who were assholes in the comments, I mean, but it is what it is. And I don't think anybody was ever fired. Like when people left, they left because they wanted to leave. So I never really understand when people would be in the comments being like, where's this person? Like, why aren't you gonna address it? Which I thought we should. Like, I agree with you guys. I think it's weird, like, all of a sudden somebody's just gone, you're not like, hey, like, they're... But it's also like, why don't you just go to there, ask them? You know, like, it's just weird. And matter of fact, this video is gonna be too long, so maybe I will. If you guys want to ask questions in the comments, if you want me to address them, I can do maybe, like, a Clevver style Q&A. Because, like I said, I've been there for a very long time. So whatever you want to know or whatever you've ever wondered whatever thought about something, why I did something, whatever, just in the comments and I can address what I can address with respect or, you know, respectfully. Again, I would just like to end this by saying I love and appreciate all of you. I hope that you guys will continue on. For those of you who want to follow my life journey, whether it's on, you know, my Instagram or here, like stick around, subscribe. I'm going to document way more of my life. Because yes, Clevver style is over, but YouTube is so much fun. So I'm like, why not continue it here? You know, it makes no sense why I haven't been consistent all this time in the first place. I got the time. I got the time. Oh, that's the other thing I was gonna say. Stream of consciousness, sorry. I think it was weird. I was like, I was hesitant to make this video because you would be surprised, like, there's some like sharks in the water and people, you like almost don't want to reveal too much about your life. And I say more business-wise, not personal. I don't have anybody in my personal life who would, you know, like gun for me like that. But like business-wise, if people know you're not doing something, they may like try to manipulate you or take advantage of you financially or whatever, which to those people I'd say good luck because your girl's freelance and I'm really talented, so no, I'm not kidding. But yeah, so anyway, lots of things. I'm happy that talk about this. Hope this made sense. Again, if anything doesn't make sense, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for all the years of watching us and supporting us. I appreciate you guys so much more than you know, truly. And I really appreciate it when I see you guys out in the wild when you say what's up, because I love meeting you guys. Listen, the good news is nobody's dead, okay? Thank God. Or whoever you believe in. So we'll be around and I'll be here. So subscribe if you want to. I love you guys though, and cheers. Let's raise a glass to Clevver style. The memories, the laughs, the cries. It was a good time. Cheers. I'm gonna let you finish this, McGuire, but that's so random. That's so random.
That was beautiful.
at a high jam, you guys.
Drew is also very passionate about this.
My favorite thing.
This is Drew, by the way. This is her beauty break debut.
What's up, you guys? It's Drew Dorsey with Clevver News, and we have the latest tea and the ongoing Kylie Jenner Jordan Woods drama.
We're back. Yeah.
It's your first time on Cheat Day.
I'm kind of scared, but looks good.
It's gonna be great. Lily saved a great episode.
10 years from now.
Okay, from now.
And from now. In Raven Simone's career.
My life.
What do you see yourself doing professionally?
I see myself as a painter and a mother in 10 years, not in the industry at all.
Good.
Thank you for understanding.
Is that as high as it goes?
Do you want to go higher?
Yeah. I don't feel. It's like, break it up.
Just getting the individual single braids. So once we fill the back up, we have the base to the cornrows in the front.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Right?
Oh.
You can't think about it because at the end of the day, you have to remember.
Stars.
But above all that, we have to talk about fashion.
Oh yes, because this is Dirty Laundry.
What is this?
It's suntan lotion.
Oh, it's okay. 15 SPF. What is that gonna protect you from? A lamp?
Crazy Halloween Fashion Nova try-on hot.
Welcome to Clevver. Guys, we're in San Francisco. We made it. Wait. There's room on me in here.
Our husband is so lucky.
Dude, he's so lucky.
May he rest in peace.
Oh my god!
3, 2, 1. Black.
What's up, you guys? Happy holidays!
Happy holidays and also welcome back to Clever Style.
Yes, and as you guys can see, we have festive ears on. That means we're at Disneyland again, and we're gonna try the 10 best and worst holiday treats. I cannot.
Drama out there.
Big moves in the air.
But we're here to find the truth. If the drama got your feet, no need to lose control.
Because we're spilling the tea right here on Rumba.
Style forever. Clever style. Forever.
What's the date today?
Oh,
September 15th, 2023.
September 15th, 2023. The last day we're ever gonna be
day
this
that will
this
live in
way
infamy.
ever again.
That will live
Oh
in
my god, this
infamy.
is so fucking sad!